When the law started in Victoria in 2019, I had no idea what the experience of being a VAD doctor would be like. What I very quickly discovered is it's actually one of the most rewarding pieces of work that I do. People come to me at the end of their life and they're looking for some help at a time when hope is lost. And what we give people is a little bit of control at a time when all their other control has been wrested away by these horrible diseases.
I was diagnosed 12 months ago with motor neuron disease. Voluntary assisted dying has always been something that I've been interested in, and probably even more so now that this is potentially a journey that might be something for me.
I'm a nephrologist or kidney specialist based at the Royal Melbourne Hospital. I believe in patient-centred care, and I believe that patients should be able to make choices along their whole healthcare journey. And this includes the way they die, where they die, who's around them when they die.
My mum was diagnosed with end-stage renal failure at the very end of 2019, and so was terminally ill. It gave me comfort to know that mum had voluntary assisted dying as an option. My mum utilised voluntary assisted dying in August of 2023. For her, it was liberating, and for me, it was amazing.
I know that in the 5 years that it's been legal in Victoria, there's been many barriers for people accessing this choice. We've seen that there's too many Victorians that were eligible for voluntary assisted dying that were unable to access it, particularly people that are living in rural Victoria find it much harder to access doctors and neurologists than those that live in the city.
So the Victorian State Government have been reviewing the legislation, which is fantastic, and there are some changes we would love to see happen.
We need to remove the gag clause. As it stands, VAD is the only treatment that medical practitioners can't raise with their patients. We're hoping to remove the requirement for a second specialist for patients with neurodegenerative conditions with a prognosis of 6 to 12 months. We are hoping to change the residency requirements so that you only have to be a permanent resident or Australian citizen for 3 years before you can access VAD. And we're hoping that conscientious objectors will have to provide a minimum amount of information about VAD to patients and refer them on to the statewide Navigator service.
I'm a firm believer that the end of life is as important as the start, and how we finish is something that we doctors should be involved with.
Mum's death was her choice, and I know that if Mum didn't pass away when she did, she wouldn't have made it more than a few more months. The liberation that she had is something that I hold very close to me, and it's something that means more than the world to me.